So the question of how to make the most of what your situation currently is before you kind of take the leap is a great one. And let's be clear, it's very context and in many ways country dependent, depending on what the healthcare situation is in the country that you live and work, and depending kind of about the financial markets and the financial stability in the place in which you work. But you want to think about some fairly basic things. You want to be able to afford to, live, have a place to live, hopefully, have food to live on, and be able to take care of your health needs and your family. Now, you may have to reset some of your expectations or be willing to risk those expectations to do that. So I live and work in the United States of America. I live here. I primarily work here. I do some work overseas, less since COVID because I'm traveling less, although I do have international clients. But for me, I had to look at a couple of things. One I had to look at was healthcare. So when I decided to make this move, one of the things I investigated is what kind of continuation benefits, or as they call it, COBRA here in the United States, could I get from the company I was at, and would that help me, easily bridge my healthcare benefits into a place where I could learn enough about how to get my own? Because my humble opinion, and I think probably factual too, getting healthcare in the United States is not so easy. It's a bit challenging and awkward, and it depends upon a lot of different factors. Another thing that I had to look at was what was I willing to give up? I was paying a mortgage on a home in the state that I lived in at the time, Connecticut, which was not inexpensive. And so I had to go back and be able to sit down with my wife, who's my partner and everything, and say, hey, I'm not sure when I'll be able to make the kind of money to guarantee we can be here. Are you willing to live somewhere else, live somewhere cheaper, give up some of the things that we have currently in our lifestyle, as it were, that we might need to sacrifice in the short term or even in the long term for me to try and do this? So I would say that kind of the simplest things to think about is, first of all, are you covered for how you can take care of health for you and your family, whatever configuration that may be? Is your family, whoever's involved with that, on board and understanding of what you're doing and what the potential risks are? And then the third piece is probably about finances. Do you have enough to bridge you for however long it may take? Or more importantly, are you willing to live with less? Have you figured out how you can do that?